Oh boy, Shido's getting ready for his press conference. You know what that means. Shido's going to be trending on Twitter for all the wrong reasons. Welcome back to Persona 5 Royal. It's election day, or at least election results day. Yeah, if he wins but then gets arrested, I'm actually not sure what official protocol is on that, but the party's probably going to have to choose another representative. Yeah, somebody was still around to prevent that from getting to the press. Since we did fight the Shadow TV producer, but that wasn't a change of heart. I wonder what the people in Shinjuku are likely to vote for. Yeah, the election coverage just makes me think of, like, in Australia, we have this election analyst who's amazing. He even analyzes US elections, and he's pretty good at it. Like, I think he coded the entire system he uses for the analysis himself as well.
My election is the result of every citizen's aid. Your support warms my heart.
So with that Banzai, and with that, like, seeing that in the background, this must mean that a certain breakdown from one of the Ace Attorney games is actually fairly accurate to how Japanese elections go.
I knew it was gonna be Shido.
There is no reason to hold an election.
That is why.
That is exactly why. I cannot forgive myself. The reason President Okumura passed away is... I am the one who killed him. I also manipulated the information that the Phantom Thieves were behind the series of incidents. The one who controlled the hearts of others and gave rise to the countless victims is myself. It was all for my own promotion. For my own selfish gain.
What's going on?
I've even used people's lives as stepping stones in order to claim this country as my own ship. I am a true criminal that can be tried for any crime, and it still wouldn't be enough. I will confess everything. Please, I beg everyone to pass judgment on me. If I could atone for all I've done with my life, I request that I be judged at once.
Huh?
This can't be true! Shido-san!
Oh no, I built my whole identity for the past few weeks on following this one politician. And then it turned out he was bad, oh no!
Everyone, raise your glass. Allow me to say a few words. Now then.
I just noticed it looks like we're having lobster here. Did we finally kill and eat the lobsters that Yusuke bought? I don't know if he kept them alive for this long though.
He started taking charge. Come now, don't be that way.
Like, if you're gonna complain, say it to Shido. A legislator's pin's worth almost nothing.
Yeah, this is, it's kind of ironic that we've got one of the worst treasures here for one of our biggest targets.
Well then, so, since the source of evil Masayoshi Shido has been...
I got to avenge my mom. It's all thanks to everyone. I was able to settle a debt in regard to my father as well. We all worked so hard for this. Shido's guilty, right, sis?
It'll be difficult to prosecute him immediately, but I'll do this thoroughly until the causality between his other crimes can be proven. I believe Wakaba-san's research results will save Japan.
Yeah, if we find those, we might be able to conclusively prove that he was using it for crimes. However, that would mean that knowledge of the cognitive world would become public, but if that's the price we have to pay for getting Shido a fair trial, then I suppose we have to take it.
We could testify too, you know?
Thank you, but I'll be fine. I don't want to add any more unwanted suspicions on any of you.
Oh, Shido's breakdown when she takes him down in court is gonna be amazing.
It's about time you let us adults prove that we can get our act together.
This is one thing I like about Saya. She's basically the face of, you know, adults redeeming themselves for Persona 5.
Hey, so what about this guy's education?
I believe it'll be fine for him to return to school.
Wait, no!
It's true that your face will be recognized among those involved, but I doubt they'll take a firm action like suddenly coming to arrest him. At least they won't do it until the uproar with your suicide and Shido's confession have died down. Eventually, though, the situation where you and I will be used as scapegoats can't be avoided.
That looks like kind of awkward wording, like translation-wise. I see what you're saying, though.
You mean in regard to faking his death? That wouldn't have happened to begin with had the police done their job properly.
Of course I plan on doing everything I can. I will protect you all this time. Prosecuting Shido is that first step.
Hey, when are we going to make the toast?
Right, let's get to it. Today is truly...
Cheers!
Cheers!
No, wait, hey!
Cheers. I need to go. It seems Shido's been transferred to a hospital. Oh, one more thing. It's fine to celebrate, but keep it in moderation, okay?
Yeah, the public still don't know exactly who we all are.
Considering that he's finally back, all of you need to take your education seriously again.
Well, I guess we know where Makoto gets it from now. And mass sweat drop. Yeah, that is a little weird. That usually happened every other time that we did something big.
I don't really get it. What's he going to ask? Well, let's leave the popularity stuff to Mishima for now.
Now, this right here is a small detail that I love, and I believe it only happens if you've maxed out Yoshida's Confidant. So it's implied that Yoshida actually did get a seat. So, yeah, all of his campaigning paid off. He actually did get elected, so hopefully he can make some real change. But also, very important, check your texts today. Credits roll! Yeah, well, nope, it's not quite over just yet. I also love how nonchalantly, like, matter-of-factly, Yusuke just posts, I have a photo of Ryuji crying. I mean, Haru was crying too, so yeah, she's not exactly one to talk. And so, it will be preserved in the Thieves' Den for all time. So we've got clear the false charges and wait for Shido to be tried, but let's just check this out. Yeah, the problem is that even if Shido himself still confessed, a lot of his party still won seats, and his party probably is of the same political leaning as him, so this could still be problems.
It's all yours.
Hopefully there's somebody in the party who's not, you know, entirely horrible. And we aren't allowed to leave LeBlanc tonight.
Hey!
So... let's go ahead and finish up all the books.
Make sure you close up.
This should be everything.
Nice. Oh!
All right.
And that would have been way more useful earlier on, because we never need to work at the florist ever again. I feel bad about it though. If I have some free time later...
The case is finally closed. There are no shackles on you anymore.
I might want to go and do that. Also, there's also the Velvet Room though, don't forget that. We're still imprisoned in there.
We changed the heart of someone huge, like the next Prime Minister. There's no better finale than that. This may be the opportune time to end our deal. I'm sure you'll be fine now. You can manage without me being with you.
You sure Joker can handle going to bed on his own?
Don't worry, I won't leave immediately. But if I just stay here, I won't recall anything. I'm a bit envious of you. Here I am, still haven't found anything about myself. If only I could find out what's in the depths of mementos. Let's go to sleep. You must be tired.
Well, I mean, now you've stolen the bed, so we're gonna have to sleep on the couch.
I can't believe even Shido-san had a change of heart triggered in him.
Proxy SIU director. Well, yeah, hopefully you have a better fate than the last one.
We got where we are today because we had him take care of whoever got in our way. If a case is assembled against him, everything about us will be exposed too. What are we supposed to do?
That's precisely why we've gathered to discuss our options. Prosecutor Nijima is serious about taking Shido-san to court, right?
Isn't she under your command? You have to do something!
Yes, I'm aware. But even if we prevent her from doing so, what about the public? Shido-san's conduct was shameful.
We'll just have to continue his policies for a rich country.
A rich country?
You mean that plan of advancing foreign affairs by controlling people's hearts?
After all, the research on it should be proceeding along. We'll push that plan forward and continue eliminating any who get in our way by using that world. We'll pledge to build a powerful country. We ourselves will meet the expectations we had of Shido-san.
A powerful country, huh? I see.
But even if we do pick up where he left off, would his other associates keep quiet about it?
We should be fine in that regard. Anyone who Shido-san aided would feel that their life is at stake after watching that conference, just as we are now.
At any rate, it seems we must first stop that case from being assembled, no matter the cost.
How do we control public opinion?
Thankfully, support for Shido-san still exists. Masayoshi Shido was a hero who fell before achieving his goals, and we will carry his torch. That's what we'll announce to the mass media.
I see. Considering the public's panic after losing their leader, they may latch onto that immediately.
But if the general public becomes our enemy, we're done for.
That means there's no turning back. Well then, leave Nijima to my group. Can we rely on yours in regards to Shido-san?
We'll make it so that he requires a psychiatric evaluation.
Everyone, we're in the same boat. You had best not forget that.
Still desperately trying to keep that ship afloat, I see. Unfortunately, we're gonna go back to school. And in the base game, this was still not enough time to max out Kawakami's Confidant if you hadn't by now, so you need to make sure you do it before Joker fakes his death. But that whole scene is something that I really like, and I think it's surprisingly realistic. It's also foreshadowed quite a bit earlier with Kaneshiro, when they say, but yeah, back into actual, important story stuff, Yusuke is saying something very, very wise here. Loss of the leader does not necessarily spell out the demise of the group. Because Shido was the head of the conspiracy, but there were still hundreds of members that he influenced. And many of them still want to carry out his will, or at least are terrified of being caught and arrested now that he's been exposed. So, what's also interesting is the fact that, yeah, Shido suddenly having a change of heart out of nowhere like that, it makes perfect sense that they could just say that have him declared insane and sent to a psychiatric hospital. So it does go to show some of the downsides of the Phantom Thieves' methods.
I don't get it.
This kind of reminds me of what happened when that one Japanese Prime Minister resigned pretty soon after the earthquake, I think in 2011.
Time's up.
Oh, you're like the one good teacher here, apart from Maruki, but he's gone. Joker's like, really? Really? I get back and it's already exams. And of course, we were busy with thief stuff, so we didn't have a chance to study. Well, we do have maxed out knowledge. I was about to call it academics, but that's a Persona 3 thing. Yeah, it seems that TV president is still out there. And it's going to be really hard. Saya is just one woman, and she doesn't have full authority over the prosecution office, so it's entirely possible that if any of the people above her are in Shido's pocket, which we know they are, that they could easily just shut her down. So yeah, it's tough. Like, this is the one point in the game where they really are showing just how hard it is to take down a corrupt system sometimes. We just have to believe in Saya. Yeah, weirdly, exams are kind of a breather after all we went through. At least our lives aren't in danger. Although many would beg to differ, especially in Japan.
Sorry that I failed to mention your exams. I was busy dealing with some of Shido's cronies.
No, it's fine. Not dying takes priority.
Well, you are students, so it's only fitting you're doing a study group.
You're gonna bring us some snacks now and then, right?
You don't even have exams.
Oh, she will one day, and I'm sure she'll just ace them without even trying.
Pardon the intrusion.
Oh, glad to see you all. Don't mind me. Make yourselves at home.
You're too kind. We'll take you up on that offer.
Why did you bring me here? My school's exams are already over.
Well, because you're part of the group now, and you'll be coming to these from now on whether you like it or not.
Come on, don't be so cold. You saying it's fine if I fail?
Nothing wrong with that.
Won't the results be the same whether you study or not?
Now, you guys. Just think of it as helping me out.
And suddenly, Morgana is motivated.
I don't know about this. I'm just going to focus on sections that may likely be on the test. You're way too short on time.
So this section is interesting, though the main reason it's interesting online is different to what I'm about to say. So,
making a gamble, huh?
Don't say gamble, that brings up bad memories now.
If she's wrong, we die.
I don't want to die.
Is it really that bad?
This is every day for them.
This affects you too. Well, with your grades, I'm not too worried.
Pretty sure that line changes based on what kind of grade you'd be getting, but also, yeah, it would be really suspicious if his grades suddenly dropped. Yeah, that would kind of, imply he was off doing other stuff while he was away from school, and that would be suspicious.
But you've missed a lot of classes, so it couldn't hurt to study.
Oh yeah, he's good at studying. I feel kind of betrayed.
Again, this line probably changes based on your knowledge stat.
Betrayed might be a bit much.
And again, betrayed is also a bit of a bad word for us right now.
Don't worry, Lady Ann. Even if you're not great at studying, I'll... Now then, let's get to it. What do you want me to teach you?
So, you don't have time to cover all of these. This will give you the answer to at least one question that's coming up on the exams, but no matter what you choose, there will be exam questions that you will have no context on whatsoever, and you'll just kind of have to guess. So these final exams are a bit annoying. In fact, I'd recommend that you make a save on the 18th, just to see all of these options. But let's choose, let's say history.
I feel like while he was out, there was something they were saying would be on the test.
Oh, I know. It was Dokyu? What was it again?
Doshin the Giant?
History. Dokyu. Was it about the origin of Dokyu? Dokyu means something that is larger than others of its kind, but the name comes from a battleship.
This kind of counts as both Japanese and history.
Dreadnought. They attached do, the first sound of the word in Japanese, with Q, which means class.
That's it!
I'm impressed you knew what he was talking about.
Japanese, huh? Wait, what did we study again? Oh, crows! How'd it go again? Crows are black, so...
Did we study that?
It's Japanese class, so they were probably talking about kanji. The kanji for crow is the same as bird, but is missing the line that represents the eye. That's because a crow's eyes are the same color as its feathers, so you can't see them at a glance. Whoa, you were able to remember that much just from what Ann said?
I don't remember much about social studies.
Me neither. I do remember one thing, though. Something about a sunrise and Mount Fuji.
Sunrise and Mount Fuji. Oh, yeah. The earliest place where you can watch the sun rise in Japan is at the peak of Mount Fuji. The teacher said that although latitude and longitude are important, the critical factor is altitude. You remembered all that from what Ryuji said? That's unreal.
How about taking a break?
Sounds good to me. I can't do anymore. So, like, we've been doing Phantom Thief work all this time, right? We learned a bunch doing that. Even if we study and learn what we can in school, doesn't it feel kind of pointless?
I mean, we didn't really, unless you count, like, damage calculations as math, I guess we kind of learned that, but, and I guess we get social studies from, like, Confidants and stuff like that, but, yeah, there's an awful lot you can't learn just from visiting palaces.
Don't take him seriously.
Those sorts of experiences are important too, but common sense is just as important. You should know better than anyone how nasty adults without common sense can be.
Yeah, that's true. In addition to all of their sin will seed distortions, all of those palace rulers lack common sense.
That's a great point.
Someday you'll graduate high school and become adults. Then, when you get married, you'll need common sense more than ever.
Here we go. Here's the infamous part of this scene.
Marriage, huh? Do you want to get married?
So if you say of course...
Really?
Well, that won't be for a while.
If you're dating multiple girls, all of them react to that, and somehow don't notice that they've all reacted.
In the meantime, I'm more concerned with what I'm going to be eating tomorrow.
Oh, cut it out, man. You're making me hungry. Well, I guess we just gotta get back to studying.
That concludes the last subject.
That took so long. We covered all the difficult parts, so you should probably be fine.
Not really. As I said, there will always be some questions that you're completely blind on for this exam.
Good work, everyone. See? You can do it if you try.
That sounds like the name of an anime opening for some reason. You can do it if you try. Is this increased by reading factorization guide? It actually might be.
We're finally done. Only God, only knows. How's that saying go again?
God only knows where I'd be without you, but also only God only knows also sounds like an anime name.
Ryuji's hopeless.
What did you say?
Well, whatever happens, happens. Isn't it about time you wrapped it up? Be careful on your way home.
Sucks that you have to do exams even after changing Shido's heart and saving the country.
That's just the life of heroes who lurk in the shadows.
It's rough being a human.
Still want to turn into one, though?
But looking at you, I feel kind of jealous of humans.
I mean, they get to buy sushi whenever they want, for one.
Hey.
Pretty much the same as ever. We've only been there one day, though. And haven't really even had a chance to interact. Probation ends soon. That's kind of news to us. Yeah, she's probably going to be very, very busy for quite some time. In fact, she's probably going to be sleeping at the office for the next, like, at least 10 days. Give or take.
Hey!
So today's crossword, joyful holiday were an intruder. Okay then. Winter hymn, I believe that would be Carol. And this just, yeah, reminds me of that. There's a joke in one of the later My Little Pony episodes about singing carols and a species that takes it entirely literally, and it went exactly where I thought it would go, and it was amazing. But yeah, this would be Chimney. And this right here would be a holiday that Japan adopted in definitely not quite the same way as a lot of other countries. It's pretty much the day after Santa Claus's mind-boggling work shift. Yeah, pretty much, yeah, mostly just for the Santa Claus and that kind of atmosphere. I don't think they even really do presents on Christmas. Well, that's pretty amazing.
All right.
I see. Nice.
But yeah, Christmas Eve is kind of designated as a romantic holiday in Japan. Also, I'm pretty sure we're not allowed to go out. Oh, we actually are allowed to go out tonight. That's pretty cool. Didn't expect that, which means we might have new dialogue from Drunk Man. Cheers! It's the dawn of the new Japan. Oh goodness, the future's so bright. Why don't you join me, officer? We'll toast the people's victory over the friends of the... Wait, did we win, or was it them? Guess it doesn't matter. Well, it seems like Drunk Guy has betrayed us. Well that's very suspicious. Seeing Guy's not even here. Sun God Colt's not here. This guy and his invisible friend are here. That guy's become incredibly apathetic. Well, I mean, it's good that that guy didn't vote for Shido, at least. What about Foreign Barker and the cat? They'd never betray us. Huh, it seems like you're also thinking the Phantom Thieves never existed. Pickup guy ain't here. The catchy fangirls aren't here. I read that as winter humiliation for a second.
I don't accept this.
Don't accept what? Well, yeah, this subplot escalated in a really bad direction. Are the Shinjuku Predators saying anything about all of this? Huh, well, there's some of the few people who actually understand things now. Meanwhile... Yep, this guy is absolutely not being accepted at all by any of the people he's apologizing to, for good reason. Also, he probably should be in jail right now, just saying. If the Phantom Thieves were an illusion, though, this guy's entire, scam falls apart. Well, hey, this guy's doing badly. I will definitely, take that. Okay, we have 12 more nights we need to finish all of the retro games. So let's get started on Punch-Ouch. Or Punch-De-Ouch, if you look at the, screen there. In Japanese, they often add de to, like, words. De is like a particle, but, like, Battle Bingo in Pokemon XD is called Battle De Bingo in Japanese. Apparently, this game was made in 1987 as well. Wrinkled Old Man. Well, this definitely isn't the Doc who from Punch-Out, who also got awesome if you punched his chocolate bar out of his hand.
Nice.
Doc Lewis, yeah, that's his name. I don't believe the original Punch-Out had any kind of tutorial like this. I've played a little bit of the original Punch-Out on, like, the Nintendo Switch Online. I'm not good at it. I believe I've actually lost to Glass Joe once. That's how bad I am. And this is just button mashing. I think I did buy, like, the Wii Punch-Out on the Virtual Console.
Nice.
Great fighting, you won by TKO. He will be ranked up, and are you ready for the next challenge? This is actually almost a direct copy of the Punch-Out results screen. I'm surprised they got away with this. Yeah. Like, it's a little different, but it is very, very, very similar looking. So yeah, Punch-Out's interesting because it's kind of puzzle-based. You have to figure out what the best time is to hit, like, your opponents and how to dodge their attacks. Especially the ones that have, like, one-hit knockdowns. Like, the entire first, like, few seconds of the, I almost called it M. Bison, of the Mike Tyson fight, / Mr. Dream in that other version. And then later, Mr. Sandman kind of took the place of Mike Tyson. I mean, admittedly, Mr. Sandman kind of is already a Tyson XP, so it made sense. But I do personally, like, I really, really enjoy watching both Punch-Out speedruns and also Punch-Out blindfolded runs. I love Morgana's comment there, there's nothing but issues. But yeah, I accidentally did a frame-perfect counter is one of my favorite quotes from AGDQ of all time.
It's exams.
Ryuji's gonna die again. Even worse than he did with all of the girls beating him up.
We're the heroes who saved this country, right? Can't we be exempt from exams?
This line just reminds me of like a really old kids show I watched in Australia when like one of the final episodes ends on the line, just because you saved the world doesn't mean you get out of doing the dishes tonight.
And is it just me, or do we not have as big a sense of accomplishment as I thought?
Yep, the public response sucked.
That's it! People are so doubtful even after the press conference. He hasn't been arrested, so I guess that's expected. We just gotta leave it to Makoto's sister now. Man, I wish exams would magically disappear by the time we get to school.
You know, if we were doing that kind of thing, we'd be no better than Shido.
Oh, Senpai!
Oh, hi, we actually haven't seen you in a while. What a great day, I'm sure that's sarcastic.
And good morning to you.
Never ever describe a day with exams on it as great.
It's been quite a while since we last met at school like this.
And yet, I believe there's no further time to do her Confidant if you haven't got to rank 5 by now.
Thank you for your efforts in changing Representative Shido's heart. Well, if anything, you're the one deserving all of the thanks, Senpai.
You know, you really could have helped us with that fight, just saying.
We should go somewhere to celebrate. Ah, what say we go pay our first respects to the shrine? A new year's about to begin and all.
Hatsumode, I believe that is?
But I suppose we ought to deal with exams first. I'll be in touch afterwards. Please excuse me.
Well, yeah, Joker's definitely down for that, provided that something horrible doesn't happen between now and New Year, which of course it won't. I mean, there's no way that some drastic, horrible event is not going to take place between now and New Year. It's not like Morgana's social link isn't maxed, or Fool isn't maxed, or, you know, you get the idea. Aha, the Diabolo graph. Yeah, that would be graph D, I'm pretty sure. So these ones we do know.
We can do this.
Oh, I talked over it all, we can do this. Nezumi Kozo. Ah, right, we did hear about this one. How much money did he steal, huh? Well, yeah, it would be over $1 billion if he was that notorious. He was sentenced to death by soaring. That sounds bad. A lot of people did have to, publicly commit seppuku after they were caught for things like that, but no. He was paraded around town with his head. Mostly paraded around for racing them? That would be, the most morbid Mario Kart ever. Like, Mario Kart, but all of the quote-unquote characters are, decapitated criminals. Oh, I still love the exam theme in this game.
Yep.
But yeah, if somebody could make that Mario Kart, that would be horrifying, but also kind of Although, admittedly, isn't Pyramid Head a guest character in a racing game? Although, actually, I think, isn't canonically his actual name Red Pyramid Thing? From, the place that makes game character statues, yeah, I think canonically that character's name is not Pyramid Head, it's Red Pyramid Thing. I feel like your phone glitched up slightly there. Yeah, it was just to casually hang out and have lunch sometime. This is just something they tease the promise in the intro of the game, and it turns out to be really mundane and disappointing in my opinion. Yeah, now that Shido's been defeated, it should be safe for you to do that. Yeah, that's gonna be a big challenge. Not even Mishima's PR is helping us there. Of, like, the gang, Mishima is the PR guy, basically.
Morning!
Sorry, there are no toilets around here. Yep, we have the school final boss now. You know what, I suppose they are tougher than Shido.
Seriously?
You know, I was about to say that, like, it would be weird for her to show up, like, 2 days in a row, but no, she's actually showing up 2 days in a row.
Yes.
Have they actually revoked her honor student status yet? That's not good. I suspect that's pretty common in Japan, and, like, Arlen's just laughing it off like it's no big deal.
Yes.
Oh boy, yeah, this is not good. Just seriously, if you're actually a student, don't do that. Don't ruin your health with exams, it's not worth it.
Now everyone.
Okay, we do know this one. The suit of cards representing the Holy Grail, so I believe it's hearts, because diamonds are... I know that spades is swords, clubs are like actual clubs, I think diamonds are coins, and yeah, pretty sure it is hearts.
Ooh, we can do this!
Japanese judicial law. What is it possible for even an infant to do in court? This one right here, I believe the TV actually told us about this. There's no age limit on attending.
Ooh, we can do this!
Or was that a class question? It's been a little while, but it's either one of those. I know that we've heard that at some point.